1 hour and 46. Okay, y'all. Here's a tragic story. One time, in a small town called Sandy Shores, there was a Lucario named Dark. He was 25 and serving for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. He was doing great until something happened. When Dark got into his car, he had a huge mail saying, "Armed robbers at Union Depository. Please be careful and good luck." So Dark drove to Union Depository. There he met other FBI men. Names were Michael DeSanta, Franklin, and Trevor Phillips. Dark asked them what happened here. Trevor said two armed robbers took over $235 million and got away with their gauntlets, which are super powerful and fast sports car. Dark said, "Okay, where are they heading?" Michael said they're heading near North Yankton Freeway to rob another bank in North Yankton. "You can get there by plane," Dark said. "Okay, I'll catch 'em." So Dark gets into his FBI cheetah, and so does Franklin and the gang. Dark says, "Okay, everyone in?" Three of them. "Get to Los Santos International Airport, rapido." Dark's like, "Okay, hang on to your hats." So Dark accelerates up to 220 miles per hour. Sirens on, but somehow the car stalls and doesn't work. It keeps on spitting out fire from the tailpipes, and it doesn't work. So the gang orders a taxi. Taxi guy comes and says, "Where are you all heading?" And Michael replied, "Los Santos International Airport." So once Dark and the crew got to Los Santos International Airport, Dark and them got on a plane and flew to North Yankton. Dark, "Come on, can this plane take off any faster?" And Dark takes a glimpse of the robbers next to him on a different plane. He whispers to the crew, "Hey guys, I see the robbers. They're on another plane." Then the robbers hijacked the airplane and took off to North Yankton. So Dark took another plane and headed off to North Yankton. Then the robbers met Dark and the crew. Dark said, "Get them." And the robbers said, "You ain't gonna catch us, you fool." So Dark ran back into the bank and called for backup, but the cops were nowhere to be found. So Dark and the crew took them on, one for his one, etc. Then the robbers all shot Michael, Franklin, and Trevor down, and the guy in the ambulance who got taken to North Yankton Medical Center. And there was 3 robbers for 1 FBI agent. So Dark took out a taser and tased them, thus arresting them with handcuffs and taking their stolen money away. Dark says, "Who's laughing now, hey?" Then Dark hops into his car, finds Trevor, Franklin, and Michael at the medical center. Dark said, "Hop in, I got the criminals." Then Dark reported into the FBI place saying, "Hey, I got the criminals." FBI says, "Good work. Where are they?" So Dark replied, "They're handcuffed and we're in North Yankton. Please send us a cargo bomb helicopter to carry because all the people can't gonna fit." So FBI said, "Okay, we got one sent your way." So when the cargo bomb arrived to pick Dark and the crew up while the robbers were handcuffed, they hopped into the cargo bomb helicopter and set sail for Los Santos Department. 3 hours later, once Dark and the gang reached the station to Los Santos, the police officer said, "Nice, you successfully cut the robbers. We thank you, so here is your reward." Then the police officer gives Dark and the gang each $233,666,000, and that's what for saving this huge bank business. Then when they were crimes, Dark would catch them all. Epilogue. Franklin, "Man, I don't know about this, Doug. We defeated the world's most criminal ever. Man, Doug, I wonder what will happen next." 3 question marks. "I feel sudden doom coming soon. I don't know why, though. I can feel the world's gonna get robbed. By me." Scene 2. So Dark got the money and had gotten an email about someone robbing a bank in New York, Paris, England, and very dangerous. Then Franklin drove up to Dark and said, "Come on, dog. We gotta get Michael and Trevor Phillips." Dark hops in the car and asks, "What's up, Franklin? What happened?" Franklin replied, "I got an email from the FIB that there were robbers robbing banks all over across the world." Season 1, Episode 2, Unexpectancy. So Franklin went around Trevor's house, and Trevor asked, "What's up, homie? What's wrong?" And Franklin replied, "We gotta go get Michael and the rest of the gang. We got some serious stuff, dog." So Dark and the crew went around Michael's house and picked him up. Michael said, "What up, amigos?" And Franklin replied, "We got no time. Our world is in doom, Doug, with people robbing banks and stuff." So they all hopped in the car and went to Los Santos International Airport, and the crew went on a Fly U.S. plane and went to Liberty City, where all the U.S.'s money is held at. And Dark said, "Wait, what the heck is going on?" Franklin replies, "Nothing, Doug. We got some serious stuff happening. Dark drives into the bank and says, oh crap, they robbed the money. So Dark drives and picks up the robbers on the radar. Heh, I picked up the trail. They're heading on Chicago, GTA 6 next. So Dark drives on Business US Route 44 and bumps into robbers that are driving. Dark says, hey, you robbers, this is the Los Angeles Police Department. Stop where you are. Then the robbers reply, make us. So Dark speeds up to them. Dark bumps into the robbers, spins them out, and the robbers wreck into a pole. Then every FBI crew got out and started to get the money. Then the one robber grabs Dark's hand and hits it, creating a pain sense that no one could even bear. Dark, ah, dang it, why you little? So Dark destroys them with his stun gun and handcuffs the robbers. He reported in, hey, this is Officer Dark. I got shot in the chest and I'm really hurt. So Franklin sees Dark lying on the ground in severe pain. Franklin replied, we gotta help him, dog. He's our homie. Trevor's like on Snyder Milka, okay, call the dumb paramedics. So Franklin calls 911. 911 dispatch. Hello, this is 911. May I help you? So Franklin replied, I need an ambulance at Chicago International Airport, Doug. We got an FBI agent shot in the chest. We need professional help. So the paramedics arrive with the ambulance and they steadily put Stark into a stretcher. And the ambulance drives up to Chicago International Medical Center. While Dark's in the ambulance, Franklin and Trevor follows the ambulance. Season 1, Episode 3, An Unexpected Fate. So as Dark is rushed to the emergency room, Franklin and Trevor follows him. Dark wakes up weakly, says, am I going to be alright, guys? So Franklin says, I hope, Doug, I hope. And Trevor says, yeah, right, you gonna faint within the last second. So Dark gets rushed to the emergency room and Dark gets surgery. Once Dark got to the hospital, he had a severe gunshot wound. So when Dark got into the hospital, he was lying there with a bullet in his chest. Then Trevor Phillips turned his back on the crew. He said, heh, I don't really care. I'm a born criminal. So Dark said weakly, you betrayer. So Trevor says, man, be quiet. I had enough peeps out of you. I'm a master, and master of the world. So Dark got out of his hospital bed and wound chest, and he got and started chasing after Trevor. Dark says, get back here. Ha. Season 1, Episode 4, Trevor's Betrayal. So when Dark failed to catch Trevor, Trevor got away with $1.67 million. Dark gets up and says, come on, Doug, we gotta roll. So Franklin says, alright, Doug, we need a car. So Michael, and Franklin gets into Dark's car, and Dark's driving the car into Trevor. Dark says, stop now. So Dark takes out his taser and takes it to Trevor. Dark says, ha! Got he! So Dark sends Trevor to jail and says, sorry, Doug, we had to. Trevor says, you'll pay for this. So after Dark defeated Trevor, he went onward to Paris where the last criminal is at. Then he says, stop now. Season 1, Episode 5, Dark's Tragic Passing. So Dark went and bumped into the back of the criminals' car, and the criminals kept their car straight. Dark said, stop, this is the LSPD. And the criminals did a drive-by and shot Dark in the chest 2 times. Dark fainted, so Michael pushed Dark into the back seat. Dark was unconscious at the time, so Michael drove and arrested the criminals, which after that he called 911. 911 dispatch. Hello, this is 911. How may I help you? Michael said, we need an ambulance in Girard City. So Michael hung up when the paramedics arrived and went and put Dark on a stretcher. Michael, please live, bruh. Then, by the time they got to the hospital, it was too late. Dark passed on. So Michael cried a little. Season 1, Epilogue. When everyone was around seeing Dark's grave, they did his cry because Dark was a good FIB agent. He helped everyone out when in trouble. Church preacher, we're here to dedicate Dark's passing. He might have not been a good FIB agent, but he inspired us all of our hearts to never give up. He kept trying and hanged in there. We will miss him very dearly. Rest in peace, Dark. So Michael and Franklin cried because Dark was one of their homies. Dark will never let them down. So as Dark's passed on, he will be missed. End of Season 1. Rest in peace, Dark. 2003 FIB to 2017. Dark, played by Big Chuck, Michael played by Big Chuck, Franklin played by Big Chuck, Trevor played by Big Chuck, executive producer Big Chuck, song Season 1, Episode 1, Area 51 Remix, Season 1, Episode 2, Danger Ahead, Season 1, Episode 3, Peace, Season 1, Episode 4, Highway to Danger Zone, Season 1, Episode 5, The Time Has Come, Piggy Chooses Goodbye Song. Salutes. May Dark rest in peace. 2003 to 2017. By Charles's Publishing Company. Questions? Contact Big Chuck during school hours. Rated E 10 plus for some mild scenes. That's wrapped up about my story, homies. Pretty freaking sad, eh? Yeah.
Here's my story.
How long is it?
I don't know.
I'll read it.
Finished.
Oh, we got another book. Here takes a tragic story. It is about isolation. This one girl named Enlified was a Pokemon trainer. Just like any trainer in the world. She picked out her first Pokemon too. She finally caught the legendary Pokemon Reshiram. Her 3 favorite Pokemon were Lopunny,
Swanna, and of course, Reshiram.
Alright. Keep on working on it. That's all, Dugs. See you, homies.